If you've ever looked at your to-do list and felt paralyzed or spiraled into guilt because you just couldn't make yourself do the thing, this video is for you. Because what if I told you that your lack of follow through isn't a flaw in your character, but a gap in support? Specifically, inner support. The kind that keeps you anchored when life gets chaotic. The kind that reminds you who you are, what matters, and why it's safe to keep going even when fear creeps in. In this video, we're unpacking the number one mindset myth that keeps handmade business owners stuck, and the surprisingly simple tool that changes everything. If you've ever called yourself lazy or wondered if you're just not cut out for this, hit the subscribe button and join us in transforming our mindset. Let's start with the most common lie we tell ourselves: I'm just lazy. This belief shows up in quiet moments, when you procrastinate for the third day in a row, when your planner is collecting dust, when you're scrolling instead of crafting. Your brain chimes in with a cruel little whisper: you always do this. You're so lazy. You'll never change. But here's what's actually happening: you're experiencing internal resistance caused by fear, overwhelm, or burnout. And without proper inner support, your nervous system kicks into survival mode. It's not that you don't care, it's that your body is trying to protect you. Research in psychology and neuroscience shows that when we're under chronic stress, our prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, decision making, and goal setting, it goes offline. Meanwhile, the amygdala, your fear center, starts to ramp up. So when you freeze on your goals, it's not laziness, it's your nervous system sounding an alarm. The good news is you're not broken. You've just never been taught how to recognize the signs of inner misalignment and give yourself the support you need to move forward. But now you might be wondering, what does real inner support actually look like? Let's talk about it. Inner support isn't about hustling harder, it's about holding yourself gently when things get hard. There are a lot of tools that can count as inner support: Reiki, coaching, meditation, but one of the simplest, most powerful, and most overlooked is journaling. Specifically, the kind of journaling that helps you get under the surface of your resistance. The kind that doesn't just list your goals, but helps you meet yourself in your messy, real time experience. So let's look at three common resistant mindsets and how journaling provides the inner support to move through them. All right, mindset number one: I'm just too broken. This is most often a trauma response. Expressive writing can help here by creating a safe space to process past pain. When you pour your thoughts out on paper without editing, your brain starts to integrate your experience. You stop carrying the whole emotional weight alone. Expressive writing was first introduced by psychologist Dr. James Pennebaker in the 1980s. In his research, participants were asked to write about their deepest thoughts and emotions for 15 to 20 minutes over 4 consecutive days. The results: improved mental health, boosted immune function, and better stress regulation. That's the power of unfiltered expression. Now, mindset number two: this world is out to get me. This often stems from the habit of scanning for the negative, a survival tactic rooted in our nervous system's need for protection. Positive affect journaling can help shift this response by training your brain to notice what's working instead of what's wrong. Prompts like, what went better than expected today? Or what's the one thing I'm proud of this week? Can help redirect your attention to small wins and moments of ease, making it easier to feel grounded and empowered. This practice is backed by research in positive psychology. Studies have shown that writing about positive experiences, even just 15 minutes a day for a few days, can lead to improved mood, reduced stress, and greater resilience. By regularly reflecting on what's going well, you strengthen neural pathways that make it easier to access hope, motivation, and clarity in your business and life. So, mindset number three: if I can't do it perfectly, I shouldn't bother starting. This often comes from a fear of judgment and shame. One powerful way to move through it is by using a technique called fear setting. This method was developed by author and entrepreneur Tim Ferriss. This practice invites you to write out your biggest fears, define the worst case scenarios, and then outline steps to prevent or recover from those outcomes. Studies have shown that when people visualize and plan for their fears, the amygdala's fear response softens and the prefrontal cortex re engages, helping you think more clearly and take courageous action. Fear setting gives you structure, clarity, and the self compassion to move forward, even when your inner critic wants to hold you back. So, journaling isn't just about reflection, it's about reparenting your nervous system. It's about showing up with kindness and clarity, especially when your brain is screaming, I give up. In case this isn't clear by now, inner support isn't something you earn, it's something you can start practicing right now. When I first started this work, I thought I need to fix myself before I could follow through. But what I really needed was to build a relationship with myself that was rooted in curiosity, not criticism. That began with 5-minute journal entries, one question at a time, one moment of honesty at a time. The Balance and Thrive Starter Kit includes self coaching journal prompts that do exactly this. They help you meet yourself where you are and create space for honest reflection and gentle action. With the help of the Wheel of Life, you'll start with a simple check in. What needs nourishing most? You'll then be guided through questions that explore this need so you can move forward with a strong foundation of understanding. This makes it so much easier to move into the next step, crafting your game plan that works even on your busiest days. These kinds of prompts help you move from self criticism to self leadership. Studies show that self coaching, especially done through journaling, improves emotional regulation, goal attainment, and resilience. By writing regularly, you develop the cognitive flexibility to problem solve and reframe your inner dialogue. It's not about always having the answers, it's about learning to ask better questions. So you don't need to overhaul your life to feel better. You just need to start building this inner support. One page, one prompt, one moment of honesty at a time. And the Balance and Thrive Starter Kit will help you build this exact habit. The link is below, so grab it and get started today. Now, for those of you still wondering whether this kind of inner work really makes a difference, my next video is all about how self coaching helped me follow through without self sabotage. Now, before you go, what's one belief you're ready to release about your productivity or motivation? Drop it in the comments so we can support each other. And here's what I want you to remember: you're not lazy, you're not behind. You just are in need of some deeper, more loving support. And that support, it starts with the way you talk to yourself. It starts with giving yourself 5 minutes, a pen, and permission to be real. So grab the Balance and Thrive Starter Kit to get started. And I'll see you in the next video where I share how I use these exact tools to stop self sabotaging and finally build real momentum.